The South Asian nation of Bangladesh has been in deep turmoil since June. The unrest, which started over a job reservation system, led to large-scale violence and death in the last few months. The country has seen its longtime leader, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, resign and flee. A new interim government has taken over, and there are reports of attacks on minorities. According to the latest UN report, nearly 650 people were killed in the unrest between July and August. The report outlines extrajudicial killings, arbitrary detentions, disappearances, and torture. It is only natural that this unrest will have an impact on Bangladesh's neighbour, India, a country that has been its biggest ally. It even helped it become a nation-state. India and Bangladesh have long-standing trade ties. Bangladesh is India's biggest trading partner in South Asia. In the financial year 2022-23, the total bilateral trade between the two nations stood at $15.9 billion. From textiles and food grains to hospitality, India has been catering to Bangladesh on many fronts. But the recent unrest in the country has disrupted trade. One transaction between India and Bangladesh seems to have suffered more than the others, and that is tourism. According to reports, India welcomed about 9.23 million foreign travelers, and about 22.5% of them were from Bangladesh alone. A massive chunk of these tourists were in India for one reason: medical treatment. For years, India has been the go-to destination for Bangladeshis seeking medical services. Cultural similarities, geographical proximity, and India's growing reputation for quality healthcare have made it the preferred choice. However, experts say that this has been disrupted by the latest crisis in Bangladesh. So, as India's neighbour goes through its latest political upheaval, let's try to understand how it might impact India's growing status as a medical tourism destination. To understand this, we first need to look at India's medical tourism sector as a whole. India ranks among the top 10 countries for medical tourism globally. It's preferred among South Asian, West Asian, and African countries. So, what makes India attractive for patients? Lower treatment costs, high-quality medical facilities and services, relatively short waiting times for procedures. On top of that, the Indian government's initiatives like Heal in India and e-medical visas for 167 countries also drive the sector.
In recent years, medical tourism in India has been on a gradual upward trend, driven by the relatively low-cost surgery, high-quality critical care, hospitals with advanced technology, and the expanding e-medical visa facility. Although 2021 saw some growth in medical tourism, following the significant impact of the COVID-19 pandemic the previous year, it remained subdued due to the ongoing travel restriction in the parts of the year. However, 2022 marked a significant comeback, with medical tourism nearly recovering to pre-COVID levels, and the trend continued into 2023, showing a tremendous 33% year-on-year growth.
According to the Indian government, 504,000 people came to India for medical treatments from January to October in 2023. The sector has seen significant growth. International patient footfall increased by 33% compared to the previous year. However, a new report by the Indian agency CareEdge Ratings says that the Bangladesh crisis might alter these projections. Each year, an estimated 300,000 to 350,000 Bangladeshis cross the border to India for medical care. They account for 50 to 60% of India's medical tourists. From complex surgeries to routine checkups, Indian hospitals, especially in the eastern region, have been catering to Bangladeshi patients. According to CareEdge Ratings, these patients contribute as much as 3% to India's hospitals. But now, this well-established flow might be under threat. The ongoing socio-political unrest in Bangladesh is having a significant impact on medical tourism in India. Carriage Ratings estimates that foreign tourist arrivals for medical treatment from Bangladesh could fall by about 80% during August alone. For the entire year of 2024, the drop in arrivals from Bangladesh is expected to be about 10% to 15% compared to 2023. This decline isn't just a statistic, it represents thousands of patients who have either cancelled or postponed their visits. Reports show it's already having an impact on the ground. Kolkata's hospitals usually see a heavy inflow of patients from Bangladesh. However, they are currently experiencing a significant decline in patient numbers. The recent halt of visa issuances from the Indian Embassy in Dhaka has impacted hospital footfall. Some hospitals say that the number of Bangladeshi patients has plummeted from around 150 per month to just 5 to 6.
The ongoing socio-political crisis in Bangladesh, marked by the resignation of the Prime Minister and subsequent unrest, could potentially impact the flow of the patients primarily to Kolkata, followed by the other metros such as Delhi, Chennai, and Bangalore. The instability may lead to the travel disruptions and increased scrutiny at the borders, affecting the ease with which the patients can seek medical care in India. Due to its proximity to Bangladesh, Kolkata is the primary destination for the Bangladeshi patients. The city offers a range of medical services and a significant number of hospitals that cater specifically to international patients.
Meanwhile, other Indian industries are also feeling the heat of the Bangladesh violence. Reports say that the unrest has led to a sharp decline in Indian exports of key items, like textiles, which account for 20% of the total exports to Bangladesh. Additionally, agricultural products, including raw cotton and oil meals, have also seen a significant drop. The unrest in Bangladesh started over a quota system in government jobs. It reserved 30% of the government jobs for relatives of the veterans who fought in Bangladesh's War of Independence in 1971. That system is long gone now. And with it, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's government, which student protesters claimed abused it to provide jobs to their supporters. However, what followed Prime Minister Hasina's ouster seems even worse. According to reports, after 2 weeks of the interim government taking over, the situation in Bangladesh remains chaotic. Violence against people seen as supporters of Sheikh Hasina and the Awami League continues. Hindu minorities are reportedly facing near daily harassment. Student groups that once led the protests have now reportedly turned vigilante. The political climate is tense, with speculation of potential bans on the Awami League. However, Bangladesh's interim government claims that the situation is stabilizing. Its officials say that they want to plan free and fair elections in Bangladesh, but before that, they claim they will be implementing some deeper reforms. As Bangladesh works towards stability, India's medical tourism sector holds its breath. For now, it seems that they have to weather through this uncertainty, hoping for a swift resolution to the Bangladesh crisis.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making First Post 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect